Welcome back, viewers. It is episode number 21, just like
21.
just
Yeah.
like the game. And today we are discussing why did that cute little car called Tata Nano fail in the market. So,
Sad
Anmol,
story.
it is a sad story. Yes.
It is.
Why
It is
why it
a little car that we
little
all used to
car?
love.
We and all of us were quite proud when it was launched.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
It was a proud moment.
the entire world was talking about it.
Exactly.
Barack
Even
Obama
Barack
was talking.
Obama announced that India is launching a car under $1,300. It's an achievement. And
Yes,
it especially considering who promised about the car, Mr. Ratan
right.
Tata.
Mr. Ratan Tata, the
We all
visionary.
are, emotionally attached with him. So it
Yes,
was a
and why
proud
not?
moment.
Why not? Why not? A great
Exactly.
company and a great man.
Great
Uh,
company and a great man. And when
yes.
he came with this idea while on his ride back, so he was going somewhere fast, and then he saw that uh,
Mm.
so many Indian families on a bike, they are sitting 4 5 people, and
The
it is
entire
a
family is sitting on the bike.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he thought that why not do something for him. So then while brainstorming with the engineering team
Right.
and all,
So
he
before we actually begin with Tata Nano, let's talk about Tata a little bit and why Nano came into the picture, like you're talking about. So I've been a Tata employee myself. I was with Taj for 2 long years. And so the basic philosophy of Tata is to give back to the society. You know,
right.
from the beginning itself. And if you look at the starting from Mr. Jamshedji Tata, who started Tata Steel and
Right.
Jamshedpur, and his entire vision to GRD, and then Ratan Tata. So, how Tata divides them is Jamshedji Tata was a man of vision.
Yes.
J.R.D. Tata was a man of structure, and Ratan Tata is a man of execution. So the
Right.
entire, uh, uh, requirement that is there for an organization is out there.
It is fascinating
Yes, then
where it
Tata.
started and now where it is.
Yes, and Tata is a sentimental company and a very value-oriented, value-driven company. So from the beginning itself, Tata, it's in the core values of Tata not to do anything that is against the law of the land and against something that is against the nation. They would never do it. So, like when I used to run a bar in Taj, if the time to close the bar was 11:30, we were instructed to shut down the bar by 11 o'clock. So, they're that cautious about things. So
Yeah,
they
that's why they have become so big and they
yes.
are still
So they
good.
might as well not do it, but they will never bribe their way into it. They will never take the wrong route to achieve something. And you can see most of let's. I mean, I don't know if Adani has done anything or not, or most of the other billionaires in India and
Giants.
around the
Yeah.
world, they keep getting into trouble. Be it Vijay Mallya, they took a shortcut somewhere. I don't say they were entirely wrong. Obviously, they were trying to run a business, but yes, they took a shortcut somewhere, and that came around them and then bit them in the ass.
Right.
So it's the karma that gets back to you. And Tata was always aware of this, and they never wanted any part of it in it. And again, another philosophy of Tata is to when they take something, so they whatever they're taking from the society, it has to go back into the society. So entire structure of the Tata Sons, that company, is very much like a PSU. It even functions like a PSU. You know, it's like a sarkari company to work for because and there's a reason to it. The When the government of India when it was formed after independence, the entire HR policy was copy pasted from Tata to government of India. So it's the Tata HR policies were taken as it is and copied for the government of India. So can you believe it? I mean, Tata did it first, and government of India did it
And then
later.
government cooperated.
Yes.
It
So
is
uh,
amazing.
Yes, so that company holds that kind of aura, and obviously all of us know about Ratan Tata, what sort of person he is. And another most important thing for this company is sentiments.
Right,
Like Air India is the latest example. What Ratan Tata, and they have been not just Ratan Tata, they have been trying to get back Air India for donkey's years, ever since it was
right,
taken away from them. And they they paid back the loan, they bet the loss for it, but they wanted it back.
right.
So now coming to Tata Nano, the entire baby that Ratan Tata had. So what's the story behind it? Anmol, I've spoken a lot. I'll let you take the lead here.
Yeah, so it started with Ratan Tata being on Indian roads. He was going somewhere fast, and then he saw how Indian families on a bike or on a scooter, five or six people are sitting with, the father, mother, and their kids, and how risky it is. Like we all
And you
have
know
been
what?
there. We all have.
And that reminds me of my childhood. I've done that.
Yes.
Initially I used to stand in front of the scooter, and
Yeah.
that is why my father had a scooter, not a motorcycle, because so that I could stand in front. Then my sister came in, and I grew taller. So first I used to bend like this till my sister was in lap. I used to bend like this because I had grown taller. And later on, when my sister could stand in front, I went back, and my mother was
Right,
like
right, right.
hanging behind. So I think every Indian family
We
can
all have been there. I have also
relate
been
to
there,
it.
and I remember those days how risky it was.
Yes. My mother fell off the scooter once. Yeah.
Yeah, so considering all that, even Ratan Tata knew about it. So, and especially our Indian roads, anyone can come from anywhere, anytime, and anything can happen. So
Right.
that's where Ratan Tata think that why not I do something for these people who are riding on bikes and under 1 lakh rupees, or in 1 lakh rupees, I give them a car because a bike costs you around 50-60,000. So why not you pay 40,000 extra and get a
At
car?
that time, now even a bike
At
is
that
about
time,
above
yeah,
1 lakh.
yeah, of course. So he started brainstorming with his engineering team what can be done, how it can be done.
Mm,
And first of all, they started exploring what can be done on bike and all, but it didn't work out. So then it came down to a car. So that's the story. That's how it
mm,
started. And when the thing came out for the car, so engineering team came, okay, let's take out one wiper. Okay, so we have a cover on the petrol tank, let's take it out. So
mm,
they did a lot of, I think they had more than 80 patents. It was the world's first car to have more than, have the having most number of patents. So, during the research and development of that car, a lot of
mm,
efforts were put in, and taking out small things like you, Ashwin, your car and my car, we have 4 bolts on a tire,
mm,
but in Tata Nano, you have 3.
mm,
So they saved cost like that,
mm.
bringing it down as down as it can. But
As
then
minimal as
again,
possible. Mm,
as minimal as possible. And while doing this, they got a lot of free publicity. Their marketing was done for free, and
mm.
it was initially it played out very well for them, as everyone was calling that it will be one of the cheapest car. It will be one of the most affordable car. I think it should have been known as one of the most affordable car, but unfortunately, people took it as the cheapest car.
Cheapest car, yes.
And you know but Tata, of course, Ratan Tata thinks from his heart, and he didn't consider that it would go against it like this, go against the brand like this. So initially, that's how the R&D went into the picture. And then after all the publicity, and now once they have the prototype ready, they wanted to now they need to set up a plant, because this car, it's not something that you can build in any other plant, because it has special requirements. It's built specifically for a purpose. So they went to Bihar. But
Mm.
then Mamata Banerjee didn't allow to set it up.
Bengal,
So
Bengal, Bengal.
Bengal, yeah, sorry, Bengal. They went to
Bihar,
Bengal.
no, no possibilities.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then
So the Shingur plant, who can forget that?
yeah, Shingur plant. So then
Mm,
again, then Modi ji came into picture. Modi ji said, "You come to
mm.
Gujarat, I will give you land, I will give you all the approvals."
Yeah,
So
but
become a
this happened much late, the Shingur plant was already ready, and it was Tata Nano
yes,
specific plant. It was meant for
yes,
Tata
exactly.
Nano,
Now they
and
needed to move all that infrastructure from there to
Gujarat.
Gujarat.
Mm. Yes,
So
yes,
I think they lost more than 1 or 2 years in this thing only,
yes.
and
That
that's
that
why.
protest went on for a long time. Yes,
Yeah,
and it was quite disappointing. I don't know what went in Mamta Banerjee's head. Obviously, she wanted to gain some political
Yeah,
leverage
exactly.
out of it.
Ashwin, like West Bengal could benefit a lot from this. Their people will, so many people would have been employed, but now that moved to Gujarat.
No, I remember like, and there was a clash between the workers who had signed up for Tata Nano plant between with the TMC workers also who were doing the chakka jam out there. That we want to work and you guys are not letting us work. But then again, Tata being Tata, there was a strict orders that came from Tata not to get involved into anything that is unlawful. So
Right.
yes, yes. So the
So
people
yeah,
who could have gotten the job, they were really hit badly,
yes,
and neither did the farmers benefit out of it. I mean, because see, the plant was already ready. I mean,
yeah,
you can say,
exactly.
okay, you're taking away farmland, but you waited for so long for the plant to get ready, and then you're
And now when
asking.
the plant is ready, from somewhere Mamta Banerjee comes out, and then everything
You
just
started feeling about the farmers, and
exactly.
yeah. Anyways,
No one benefited in the end. Even
no one
Tata, I
benefited.
think
Yes.
due to this, they faced 14 crore loss or something.
Mm, mm,
I was reading about it, and then once the plant was shifted, now it was already late. Now
mm,
Ashwin, I am telling you every day, Ashwin bhai, we are going to do this. Ashwin bhai, we are
mm,
going to do that. But now after 2 years, nothing happened, and I am still working on it.
mm,
So and especially when now when you are talking to, okay, for one person, okay, I am talking to you every day and I am telling you about it, I am selling you my vision. But now when it comes to a mass market like India, you
mm,
cannot remind everyone every day that yes, we are building on it, the car is about to come. So that hype that was here, the
mm,
world was talking about India, the world was talking about the car, the world was talking about how many patents it's at, the
mm.
costing, everything. But
The
after,
moment,
when
the moment was lost.
the movement was lost, when
Right.
the car actually hit the market, and then another thing happened. So Mr. Ratan Tata, of course, he went on his promise, and against Cyrus Mistry criticizing him, उन्होंने कहा कि मैं इस कार को लॉन्च करूंगा, जैसे भी करूंगा, 1 लाख कमिट कर दिया तो कर दिया, थोड़ा सा लॉस होगा, बट या आई हैव
Mm,
कमिटेड टू द पीपल ऑफ इंडिया, आई नीड टू लॉन्च इट इन 1 लाख.
right.
But then again, that 1 lakh rupees model was so basic that, so let's say I want to buy a Nano. I go to the showroom, and now when
Right.
I see that, it doesn't excite me. The model
Right.
that excites me, it would cost me 1.5 lakhs, 2 lakhs, and then
Mm,
once you want all the upgradation, it comes down to 3 lakhs. Rather than buying a 3 lakh Tata Nano, I will go for a Maruti.
right.
It is the
An
most trusted
Alto
brand
would
of
do a
India.
better job. Right. Yes.
Exactly.
Mm,
And that's how the things went. First year, I think Tata the Nano did around 30,000 units. Second year or third year, I think they did around 70,000, and then 70,400 something,
mm,
74,000 something units. And then, once this was the peak after 3 years, and then the thing started to falling down because
mm,
people started to make our Indian ecosystem.
mm,
मैंने किसी को बोल दिया कि यार तू गाड़ी लेके आया इज्जत के लिए, इज्जत के लिए लेके आया, ये
mm.
तो सबसे
अबे
चीप गाड़ी उठा
सस्ती
लाया,
गाड़ी चला रहा
सबसे
है.
सस्ती गाड़ी चला रहा है, क्या
हाँ,
डब्बा ले लिया. So that
क्या डब्बा
started
ले लिया.
to pinch people. Then
Mm,
the sales start to decline. So 74,000, then it came down to 54, and then it came down to, I think, 30 or 17. And then in the last year, when they were about to close Nano, I think they sold around 1,500 or something units.
mm,
So,
mm,
that's how it went, because what went against the, all over, about the car is that it got the tag of the cheapest. And,
cheapest car, yes. Like you said in the beginning, they could have simply called it an affordable car or
affordable
the
car,
people's car. Uh,
people's
uh,
car.
yeah, just the way Volkswagen was launched in the beginning by Hitler. It was Hitler's company. But the very point of launching Volkswagen was Volkswagen means people's vehicle, right? So in German. So I think they could have used the same terminology and kept it
Yeah.
um, something like that.
And
So it
this
would
is
have,
a big lesson for marketers. You need to be
yeah,
very careful with the words that you are promoting. If you start
right,
promoting yourself as cheap, for some time it might work. You might get thousands of customers, but someday people are going to realize, and no one likes cheap. Yeah,
right.
we
No
are
one
humans
likes
are
cheap,
natural
yes,
tendencies.
and especially look at the product that you're selling. If you're talking
Exactly.
about car is not supposed to be cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, in India
People
especially,
want to
you
feel respected
yes,
when they buy a car. भाई तूने
car is a
गाड़ी लिया
matter of
इसमें एसी है
prestige.
भाई
Uh,
बढ़िया.
car, car is a matter of prestige. I mean,
Exactly.
so till now the relationship that an Indian has with his car. I mean, after the government launched this 15 years deadline for the car, the most of the people were like, "Why I don't want to give away my car?" You
Exactly.
might have recently seen that video of Tehseen Poonawala's car being towed away, and he's like, "No, I've kept this car without the battery. Why are you taking it away? There's a lot of sentimental value in this car. My dog died in this car, and I've seen the world on this car." But even though that car is not functioning, an Indian would love to keep his car because we
Right.
formed that sentimental relationship with that car.
Yeah, totally. I agree. We all
Yeah,
form, I remember when my esteem, so we used to have an esteem in the
right.
past. When that car was sold, so I was so sad that day, for a month. Like, why? Why we
Yeah, in
needed to
India,
sell that?
car becomes a part of the family, right?
Exactly.
And I mean, starting from the first day when you do puja and all, So,
Exactly.
and then let's not forget the changing dynamics of Indian society now.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
people
When
are
the
ready to buy.
announcement was made and when
Hmm.
it was launched, so the market
Yes,
changed this much.
yes. I mean, people are ready to spend over 12 lakhs on a Harley Davidson. They buy
Exactly.
two-wheelers worth more than a car these days in India. So
Exactly.
to that population, you selling something which you're calling cheap might not go down well with them.
Exactly.
You
And
can,
another thing happened here. Initially Ratan Tata was thinking that I am going to target these people who are riding on bikes. But then
hmm,
when it came to the market, people started comparing Tata Nano to other cars. And that's
correct.
where, things got worse
Take
for
the
them.
market. You're right. I mean, if the target audience was the motorcycle audience, then this car should have been marketed in that way.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Just like what is that, Mahindra Cute, or it is Bajaj Cute, right? Bajaj Cute.
KTM Duke.
No, no, Cute. That small
Achha,
car.
okay. That cute. Yeah, yeah.
Cute.
Okay, I
That
remember.
that that is by Bajaj, no, or Mahindra. It is by
Yeah, yeah.
Bajaj, I believe. So they have targeted auto rickshaw and uh, drivers, and so they have said this is an alternative or auto rickshaw only.
Right.
They haven't said, oh, this is a taxi or any sort.
Right.
If you, I remember watching its ad for the first time. They show there's one guy sitting in an auto. He's उसको बारिश का ये भी लग रहा है, कीचड़ भी लग रहा है, pollution लग रहा है. There's another guy sitting in cute as a passenger, and he's all happy, and he's being driven around in a cute, and he's all comfortable. So it was marketed that way. So if
Right.
Tata Nano was marketed as an alternative to two-wheeler, which it was actually.
It was actually.
Yes, and Qt is actually a rip-off of Tata Nano.
Right.
It is exactly Tata Nano, just the shape is different. The same
Exactly.
way like
But
Tata
it's
Nano
marketed
engine was
right.
at the back like an auto rickshaw, same way Qt engine is at the back. It's exactly the same thing. So
Right.
what Tata built, and Bajaj is cashing on it
Right.
right now.
they
So
they marketed it right.
mm,
They used the correct wordings, they targeted the correct audience, and especially the when they initially told about the product and when the product was actually launched, so
yes.
that would have been
So
in the right place.
another lesson is understanding your target audience and talking to your target audience. Here we were
Right.
talking to the target audience who can afford a car, right?
Exactly.
Or who are aiming to get a car or aspiring to get a car. They wouldn't go for a Tata Nano,
Totally.
right?
They will go for more trusted Maruti Suzuki
Yeah, I mean,
Alto.
this Maruti Alto was
Lord
already
Alto.
there. Then this Hyundai was doing a good job with Nano. Sorry, what was that? Santro at that point of
Sandro.
time. Santro was there. So these two cars were just killing the market already. And then Tata Nano thought of competing with them instead of competing with the two-wheelers. That was the biggest mistake
Exactly.
on their part. And yes, not to mention the timing went wrong, then the whole
A
political
lot of things
scenario,
went wrong then.
the things didn't work in their favor. I hope
Yeah.
they repackage. I mean, Ratan Tata has grown old now, but if there's a new visionary who comes in the company, if he repackages Tata Nano and brings it back, it might work. You never know.
Right.
Because I remember when I was in France, I had seen this car called Smart. It was just like the same shape like Tata Nano, and it used to be quite popular in France. The girls used to love it, and they used to drive it. And I was like, when I first saw that car, I was like, oh wow, such a cute car. And Tata Nano kind of looked like that only. So, but and maybe they can repackage Tata Nano again like that and bring it in the market.
Right. I
Yeah.
think I think they should, but with the right marketing now.
Well, let's
Tata
hope
has
for the
learned his lesson.
best. Uh, Tata has enough money to waste, man. It is. Uh, we look at Tata as different companies, but when you put Tata together as a conglomerate, there's no one bigger than them in
I
India, at
agree.
least. Yeah. So I
Awesome.
think we have covered it all about Tata Nano.
Yeah.
So we should ask our viewers, what do you think? Uh, what went wrong with Tata Nano? What could they have done? And if you want Tata Nano back, let us know that as about that as well. And how would you
Exactly.
like it packaged? And mm, yes, please share your comments and feedback.
Yeah. Please share your comments, and we will be getting back soon with another episode and another marketing case study for you. If you like this episode, do share it with your friends and family who would be interested in this case study. And thank you so much for watching it. And we will be back soon. Bye.